welcome to this week's Snarkfest. Sorry we haven't been here in a while. It's been a busy summer. Let's just put it like that. No, you've been busy. I've been busy. It's been insane. So yeah, today we're doing the 2014 Godzilla movie, which I was not a fan of, honestly. I know a lot of people were. I personally didn't like it. What were your feelings?
I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
You don't remember it at all?
Monster movies. I don't think my husband really cared for it.
It was dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, we'll get into it, but the biggest problem I have with it is it's Godzilla. He's hardly in the damn movie. And who do we got in his place? A bunch of uncharismatic people who, I swear to God, I would much rather watch a plank of wood on screen because that's how engaging they were. So, yeah, I was not a fan of this movie. Yeah. And obviously we will get into it as we go, but there's one scene in particular that sticks out in my mind. And I remember watching it in theaters just being like, come on. Oh, yes, that's awesome. And then just immediately wanting to walk out of the flipping theater because I was so mad at what happened next. And like I said, I will mention it when we get to it. So let's go ahead and get this loaded up. This movie is on Max if you want to pull it up with us. I believe it's also on Blu-ray, DVD, or whatever the heck, whatever physical media they have nowadays. So go ahead and pull your copy up. And in 3, 2, 1, play. Warner Brother Pictures.
You have the remote for the volume if you.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Let us know if it gets too loud.
Yeah. Should be pretty good. Legendary Pictures. Now, I don't remember if they did the original Godzilla movie. I don't know how old Legendary is, but I feel like they didn't do like the original like Godzilla movies from Japan. Ominous music plays. Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Do they say that we created a... Wait.
No, we did not. In this one.
That's the Matthew Broderick one I'm thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, Elizabeth Olsen is in this movie? I totally forgot about that.
Because I think this was before.
This was before she became big in Avengers, because this was 2014. So she may have been in one of the Avengers films at that point, but it would have been like one of the very first ones.
I can't remember when Avengers Ultron came out.
I want to say that.
Probably around this time.
Probably around this time. That's a movie we'll have to snark because I hate the crap out of it.
You don't like Ultron? Fair enough.
I hate Rise of Ultron or whatever it's called.
Great. I will add that to the list.
Yeah, it's nearly as bad as X-Men 3.
Yeah. Should mention Ken Watanabe is easily the best part of this movie, but that's not...
Age of Ultron came out in 2015, so yeah, she did this movie before she was big into Marvel. Ken Watanabe is pretty good.
Probably, I mean, granted, obviously, I don't know how long post-production was, but I'd almost be willing to bet that she was probably filming these concurrently. Like I said, I didn't know how long post-production was for each movies, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was filming these concurrently.
They nuked him.
Yep. And that's something else we will be getting into. Granted, I don't know if I want to do it when we do this one or if I should save it for when we do Godzilla versus Kong, but anyway.
That one is way better.
Yeah. Well, well, I'll just do it right now. I'll do it later in the movie, but I will explain. Now, this opening really gives me Jurassic Park vibes, and I think it's just because the helicopter is the same model, and this is doing shot for shot remakes of Jurassic Park, trying to get that image, trying to sell that image for you. The Philippines, 1999, and this guy, Ken Watanabe.
Not Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, not Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum was he in Godzilla? No, I'm thinking of Independence Day.
He's in Independence Day, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you tell your husband the biggest problem I had with the Lost World book, audiobook?
No, but you.
I'll tell him later.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it's just when you said that, it just reminded me. But yeah. Why are there armed? The Philippines are not exactly military dictatorship. I don't think you need like armed guards right there. Granted, 1999. I don't know how the Philippine government was in 1999, so I guess I can't really comment on that. But nowadays,
1999,
radiation
5 years ago. I don't like thinking about that.
Yeah.
Well, now you know why they have armed guards, Jacob.
What's up?
They had a uranium deposit, they thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need security for that.
You're gonna need a lot more, yeah. Yeah, you'd think. Oh, okay. No, I'm just thinking. Okay, if the radiation was half as strong and it's twice as strong now, I'd probably be going. Let's get the hell out of here. Something's wrong, and we don't want to be here when we find out what it is.
Is that how radiation even works?
Yeah, I don't think that's how radiation works either. But so, like I said, if I were to see a catastrophic, massive increase, I'd be going. Let's go away. Let's not be here. This is much of a I knew it. Oh man, it is so dark. I can hardly see. Granted, I don't know if it's just my TV or what, but this is so dark.
It's your TV. I mean, it's dark, but I can still tell what's going on. They're in a cave.
I'm gonna
and they're taking pictures of stalagmites and stalactites.
No, they're walking along the body of an monster.
Yeah, they're walking inside the corpse of a skeleton of some kind. I'm gonna turn on my brightness here. Hold on. That's there. There we go. That's better.
It's Godzilla in and of itself. Radiation.
Yeah.
It's like they eat radiation or something, or they feed off it. I don't know.
No, something stupid.
Yeah. Oh, they found the hole. Something dug its way out, it looks like. Although, how did the helicopter not see that giant trail when it was flying over? We don't know.
A mountain was obscuring the view?
Apparently, I guess. Janjara, Japan. I don't know.
Oh, I guess while we're talking about Godzilla.
Yeah.
So Godzilla is obviously from Japan, and in Japanese it's Gojira, which is literally a combination of the word for gorilla and Kujira, which is whale, because those are the two biggest animals that they know of.
Yep.
So they combine the names to make Godzilla, and then Americans just thought Gojira sounded like Godzilla, and
we just took it from that.
But I don't know why they decided on gorilla and whale for a giant lizard.
I could not tell you. I do not have the notes from the original movies. Although we could probably do that. I'm pretty sure that's on Max too. Although that movie is really, really old. Black and white and everything. Although I do love it still. Yeah, no way. Yeah, he's awake? No. Really? I can only hear him talking.
Surprise birthday party?
I guess. Oh, your birthday. You work too much if you don't even remember it's your birthday and that your son might want to, do something special. A proper cake? Oh, man. The American Maniac. Oh, wow. You already look like the American Maniac. Granted, that's probably just because you starred in Breaking Bad.
I was also going to say, apparently, I've heard somewhere that Japanese companies sometimes hire Americans because they know Americans have no problem telling, people, no, that's a stupid idea. Whereas in Japanese, their culture has them too respectful to actually call out people when ideas are stupid. Mm-hmm. So they, the maniac American, you were hired to be that pretty much.
They hire Americans specifically to be the bad guy, pretty much.
And also, or they just really trust you and you've impressed them somehow. Because the Japanese, they like their circles. They like people they can trust. Yeah. And obviously Americans are not in that circle. So if he's working with these guys, I mean, he's a baller. Exactly. There's respect there to a degree. And I don't know why he's so worried about being the crazy American.
Yeah. I mean, he's apparently the one responsible for this entire engineering plant, which I personally don't think would be the case. I'm pretty sure it would be, the Japanese would be in charge. If anything, he would just be an advisor or something, but
that's what I think too. Unless they're working with an American company and it's a joint venture type thing. That's the only thing I could think of where you would have something like this. Because again, to decide as an American to go to Japan and work for whatever reason, with a Japanese company, it's really hard to get in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, earthquake.
I mean, his wife is also a radioactive specialist. She's an inspector. That in and of itself is an impressive feat.
Yeah.
There's only 3 people domestically that know how to train for that, by the way.
That's what I mean. And they probably work for some company that, again, works with these types of things all over the world, and that's how they're there.
Yeah.
Which means they're there to do this, to be the ones that say, no, this is wrong and you need to shut it down. That is literally what they're there to do.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's worried about being the crazy American when that's literally his job.
Although, at this point, it's okay, there's massive earthquakes happening. Yeah, shut everything down now. And I don't know many companies that have the husband and wife working at the same company, but I do know that is a lot of times frowned upon.
It's really only frowned upon if they're in the same department, and obviously if one's upper management over the other, otherwise it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, geez. Get up, stop staring at infinite death, and just run.
Nah, it's more dramatic this way. She's not going to make it. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, but still, it just bugs the shit out of me. Granted, it bugs the shit out of me in every movie where it's the thing that is going to kill us is coming our way. Let's stand there and stare at it instead of running the hell away. Oh, gosh. And if that is not some of the most cliche line reading ever. Right. We have to live for our son.
At this point, I'm surprised they don't take back manual control and close the door.
Yeah, they don't just be yep, nope, we're overriding you.
Yeah.
He is the last person you'd want down there because he has the, he's not thinking clearly. His wife's in there. He's obviously very emotional. Now it does, and it where he turns around and he sees them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know but I wouldn't be surprised if you would immediately start cooking if you took the suit off.
I mean, if it's radiation they're worried about, it's not a quick death.
Yeah, it's a long, miserable, but depends on the level of radiation too. Yeah, and this is why you would make sure everything's turned off because it's an earthquake.
Yep, there goes the cooling towers.
Yep.
Cooling towers.
The school being in sight of the nuclear power plant, I'm not sure about.
No, but obviously it's nearby because that's where I mean, it's a community. Everybody who's in this community probably works at the power plant.
Most likely,
yeah. Because that's how small towns are created, right? They're usually literally built around whatever.
They're built around a specific resource of some kind, and
right.
Well, there was clearly a river there, so you could make the argument that it was probably a fishing town, and then they built the nuclear power plant and everything. And here we meet, and now we got this guy who has the thickest case of plot armor I have ever seen. I seriously hate this guy. It doesn't help that he can't act with his life. San Francisco. Welcome home, Daddy. Yes, nice.
Look, he's married.
He had the cake before it was his bedtime. Because the last thing you'd want to do is give a child cake right before putting them to bed because they'd be all hopped up on sugar.
Yeah, but Dad's home.
Dad's home. He just came home from being away for 14 months. I'd be surprised if the kid even went to school the next day to keep celebrating.
Yeah, to be fair, that I will give you. So. Yeah. And now he's telling a story. Yeah. I do know that happens a lot when people come home. They have so many stories. They just, oh man. I've heard some of the stories. It's they are funny. They are funny. Okay, that's a little too much of the let's stare longingly into each other's eyes for, yeah, there we go.
I like to,
Yeah, I'm sorry. If your husband just came home, that phone is on silent.
Well, what does she do for a living? I mean, some things are you just can't.
Yeah.
If she's a nurse or on call or something, I mean, there are just some professions you can't just turn your phone off for.
But apparently it's his phone.
Oh.
And they're just calling him to let him know that his dad got arrested in Japan. I don't remember, is Elizabeth Olsen's character? I don't remember what she does in this movie. I haven't seen it since it came out.
I feel like she's probably a nurse.
Most likely. We'll find out later. Because, yeah, you are right. If she was like an on-call nurse, I mean, granted, if she were an on-call nurse, I'm pretty sure she'd be probably request a few days off of, hey, my husband's coming home. I want some time off. But
I mean, yes, that's what you would probably you would definitely try to schedule to be off when he's coming home.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, you know what? The more I think about it, I don't know. You're right. I don't know what reason you'd have for answering that phone call. That's one of those times where in an older movie, you'd be like, oh, just let voicemail get it. And then the voicemail would play the message, and it turns out it's something half serious.
And then the characters are like, oh, crap.
Through. But, like, you can't do that these days because nobody has voicemail anymore that does that in 2014. So, yeah, they're going to unrealistically interrupt happy my husband's home sexy time and answer a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he lied to his son because he told his son he would still be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Although the thing that gets me is, like, he had also, a whole thing
he'd still be in a plane.
I was going to say, even from San Francisco to Tokyo, I think it's at least still an 8-hour flight.
I want to say 14.
It's 14 from, like, here. But they're, like, San Francisco is a good 5 hour or 3 hours closer than I am.
Maybe, I don't know. But, no, the thing that I wanted to say is that he had a whole line of, like, I don't want to go get him because, you know, he's put my family through a bunch of hell, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Yeah, at that point, I mean, yeah, I understand that your wife's like, you know, he is still your family, but after a while of so much, you can only take so much. And I would just be like, no, I'm not.
I mean, he's probably definitely estranged from his dad at this point. Yeah. I'm surprised they even called him.
No doubt. Was it Tokyo that they said they're at? Let's see. Probably. San Francisco, Tokyo flight time, 10 hours, 50 minutes, so just shy of 11 hours.
Okay. All right. It's definitely longer than I thought it would be, but.
How's the bomb? Yeah, he's an the son is an EOD specialist, I guess. He's the guy who you call to make sure something doesn't blow the flip up.
He's bomb squad.
Bomb squad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I've heard several stories about those, and they get quite hilarious. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, I'm just studying this, that. It's like, you got arrested. You're doing more than studying, all right?
Right.
No, at this point, if I would not have, with how they're acting, I would not have come back. I'd be like, no. My dad, he's completely lunatic. I'm sorry, leave him. Don't go bail him out. Don't go do whatever the heck you're doing. Just let him sit. Or go out there, grab his ass, take him home to the United States, and be like, Dad, sit down. We're getting you on some meds.
Yeah.
Your mom's no.
It's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Mom is definitely dead.
Yeah.
You locked her behind the door.
She willingly exposed herself to a bunch of radiation. Yeah, she's gone. And here, I don't even have a picture of her. I actually, having gone through a loss like that, I know what it's like, and yeah, so I can actually believe that. Although I do find it a little bit weird of like, okay, you were married to her. Wouldn't someone else have the wedding photos or something?
If he had living, and not unless all of their parents were already dead.
Yeah, that's true. Fair point.
Because like my parents have like a photo from my wedding, but if they were to die and something were to happen, I'd probably just take the photos back, and then again, I'm the only person who has them.
Yeah, that's fair. What's he sleeping on?
A mattress.
This guy looks like he lives in a 1-bedroom apartment. Does he have a second bedroom, I guess?
Probably not.
It looks like he's just got a bookcase separating spaces.
Yeah.
Apartments are really small in Japan.
Yeah, they are. Granted, just with how many people they have stacked on top of living with each other, yeah, apartments are absolutely tiny. Like that room there would be a massive bedroom in Japan.
No, that would be the apartment in Japan.
Yeah, that would be the entire apartment. You're right.
In Tokyo, at least, anyway.
Yeah, again, if I were the son, I'd be like, Dad, you have to let this go. I'm going back home. You can come with me. If you come with me, I will do everything I can to get you the help you need. But if you are going to continue to do this, I can't help you. And here I don't know why he's even listening. I don't even know why he's giving him the time of day.
Because a part of him is still hoping that, like,
he can be saved.
Yeah, because it's hard dealing with people like that.
Yeah, I do know that. That is true. And now it's like, I don't know. Yeah, now you're just digging into old wounds. And I don't know why he agrees to go with. That I absolutely do not buy at all.
I would. He's military.
Yeah, but he's probably also heard his dad say this story 1,000 times. So I'm surprised he listened to it one more time.
Yeah.
Although maybe he is just curious about, like, the readings the new readings his dad said. But I feel like they could have expanded upon that more rather than going into the personal.
Too much supposition.
The only thing I could go with is he's going like, fine, yeah, we'll go in there. I'll show you that there's absolutely nothing. Then I'm going to drag your ass back to the United States.
Like, I feel like that's the typical stuff that should happen, right? You go, all right, we'll go in this one time, and if you're right, great. But if you're wrong, we're done.
Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing: that's like I said, that's being very generous because I wouldn't do this considering you're actively breaking the law to do this.
Right?
Yeah, how do you know it's clean? There are a lot of gases that will kill you cleanly.
No, what they're looking for here, Jacob, is radiation.
Yeah, no, they're worried about radiation. Like, you're in open air. It's not like there's going to be a pocket of methane on top of the surface that's going to cause you to choke to death. Yeah. So there's no radiation. There's really nothing. Yeah, there's nothing else to be worried about. Now, if they were going into a hole underground, then you'd be worried about other toxic gases. Yeah. But they're above ground. Like, there's ventilation galore. The only thing they're worried about is radiation.
Counterpoint: they did have a radiation meter that like you said. However, I still would not take off the mask because it is very possible that the radiation meter thing is broken and not working properly. So I feel like I would need a little bit like more versus
would have had a meter just to be like to have that double check. So I'll give you that.
To be fair here, if you have a radiation meter, I guarantee you've had it calibrated. There's no other reason to have one.
Yeah.
Fair point. That is.
I have a methane meter that is not calibrated. I wouldn't trust it to save my life right now. But if I got it calibrated, dude, I would be like, I trust this because it's calibrated.
Oh, the happy birthday dad sign is still hanging there all these years later.
On just string.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that.
Oh, helicopter.
Ooh, it's a worry bird.
Whirly birds. Percy?
Yeah, I got a cat on my lap.
That's all right.
No.
Yeah. And this is why you would not want to go, because you, and at least formerly, I don't know if he's retired or just on leave, but a military officer caught in a restricted area in a foreign country. That is a massive, massive political nightmare for any administration ever.
I just realized if he's in the army, even going to Japan would be a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now there's the whole scenario of a I don't remember if it was an army or marine or whatever.
Just retired.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if he was like on leave or retired or what, or if like
unless there are special circumstances, you don't get let off for leave.
Yeah.
As quickly as he left.
Definitely.
And definitely not for international travel.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it just makes me think, because right now we have the whole situation of, I don't remember if it was an army or a marine or whatever, but there was a soldier who went over into North Korea, and now there's a whole battle of trying to get him back. So yeah, like I said, a former soldier, like, we're just gonna assume he's leaving the military. I don't know if he's like leaving or what, but a former soldier being caught in a restricted Japanese area, that would be on the news everywhere, and it would be a political nightmare for any administration.
I don't think it's going to be on the news, because this place is obviously running under the radar to begin with. So they don't want people to know that they're even there. They're not going to be telling people that they found this guy. They're not going to be making it public.
They're just going to say that they found him in a restricted area. That's all you got to say. I mean, that'd be like if you were to go into Area 51. That's like you went to a restricted area. That's all they have to say. They don't have to go into the inner details of why it's restricted. They just have to say it's restricted. Period. Done. Over.
But I don't think they would make that public. I think they would just give you your fine and keep it as low profile as possible, because restricted or not, they don't want people knowing that it's this big of a deal.
I don't know. Maybe. Because like I said, it's a restricted area. All you have to do is go, he was caught in a restricted area. That's it. You don't have to go in. You just got to that's it. Now, granted, they would definitely try to keep him shut up about, because he's going, I'm right, blah, blah, blah. Like, thank you. We know. Why are they interrogating him in like what looks like a storage closet?
Because again, they're not a real facility.
They're not even military.
I think they would still have a better room than a storage closet to interrogate someone in.
They're not it's a research facility.
They don't
and a sloppily put together one. They don't even have any actual offices. They haven't cleared anything out. They haven't done crap except set up a perimeter to keep people out. And that's doing a terrible job, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, most people wouldn't go in there for fear of radiation poisoning.
Right.
But you still have people walking Fujihima on occasion?
Fujion, yeah.
Fukushima. This is the first major disaster that protagonist manages to live through, just because I'm going to bring it up every time how the main character has the worst case of plot armor ever. This is just disaster number 1 in a long series that's coming. It's done feeding. Yeah, thank you. I would have thought we would have known this by now. Wildlife.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that, but okay.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's just be run the flip away, get as far away as you can, try to save your ass.
Yeah, I think they just realized.
I don't think
we're here researching and monitoring this, and all we have to compare it to is the end game.
Yeah.
Like they just realized, oh crap, we don't actually know what we were looking for to be able to evacuate safely and shut this down ahead of time.
Yeah. I'm reasonably sure that they would not just leave that poor bastard sitting in the back of a truck, though. I'm a little bit surprised he wasn't in the same locker that they were interrogating his dad in.
I'm surprised they don't have him in at least another separate, like, second storage room locked up.
That's a dumb shit decision.
It feeds off of radiation energy.
So we're going to shock it with future bolts. How are we supposed to know that?
They didn't think this through at all, did they?
Flatline. Are we sure it's dead?
What kind of visual do you
I don't know.
You were looking at
it's like we're looking at a rock. What kind of, do you want us to go inside the rock?
Yeah, like I don't. What are you looking for with this visual? Is his eyes gonna open? His eyes gonna open.
I see something moving. Run. No.
Nah.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it was like the thing's tongue or something.
Oh, they woke up Mothra. Oh, that's fun.
It's not Mothra, unfortunately. It's a new creature they made up for this movie.
Oh, that's
I thought this was Mothra.
No, I guess not.
Mothra's in the third. No.
Oh yeah, that's what King Kong and Godzilla team up to defeat after they fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you got hit by an EMP, I don't think you'd be getting the electricity back up. Yep. There's the monster, and it's pissed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that order would have been given a little bit ago, but hey.
Oh no, what have we done?
Yeah. Yeah, again, no one's like, maybe we should take the prisoner with us or something.
No, they're in survival mode now. They don't care about the prisoners anymore.
Fair enough. At this point, they're thinking every man for themselves. He's got his own problem. We got our own problems to deal with. I'm still pretty sure he would have not be sitting in the back of a trailer for this.
No, at this point, they've legit just straight up forgot about him.
Yeah. Well, at this point, yeah. But I'm pretty sure they would have got him early before they forgot about him, but still.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't understand why they left him in there either.
Yeah. Yep. And if it's pulling cranes down, yeah, I'd be... just run. Just run. Get out. Stop watching disaster and get the hell out. Yep. Yeah. You're so lucky that didn't kill you when it crushed the van.
Like, he would have to be a little bit beat up after being, tossed about like dice in a...
Yeah, he'd be beat up a little bit. He'd have some bruises. But like I said, this is just number one in a long movie of disasters that he's going to survive. Yeah. And just stand behind something so it doesn't step on you, hopefully. There are other people. I would have thought all those other people would have been long gone.
Right.
Yeah, because here right now the situation is hope you don't get stepped on because that thing's so big, it's just not even going to notice you.
Oh, look, he sounds like Darth Vader now.
Yeah, why not? and it flies away. Yeah, hit by 6.3. Wow.
Yeah, she looks like she's in the medical
Yeah.
field.
Okay. Yeah, she's wearing scrubs. Yeah.
I mean, she could work at a dentist office or a PCP or even be a vet tech wearing scrubs, though.
Yeah, that's true.
She's probably a nurse, though.
Yeah, most likely. Because that's what they have nurses wear no matter what. Yeah, and she's obviously pissed off of like, my husband's over there. Can you give me something here? This area now under military jurisdiction. Yep. I would have thought if it was restricted area already, I would have thought it was already under military restriction, but why not?
Because it was private restriction before.
Mm.
Like, I'm pretty sure somebody had privatized the security of that area before, and now the military is stepping in after this happened.
Yeah, no, it's the U.S. military apparently stepping in because apparently the Japanese doesn't have a military of their own. Wait, what?
I'm sure they're there to help. I'm surprised they got there so quickly, but they do have bases around the area, I guess.
Well, there are military bases in Japan, but like I said, it's like I would think this guy would most likely be like a Japanese officer versus an American one at this time, because unless the Japanese are fully all in with the Americans on like this is the thing going on, which is a possibility.
Yeah, it is a little strange that the American military is
arrived so within hours of the disaster versus the Japanese.
Yeah, and I kind of expect them to maybe step in quickly to provide like help, but this is very specific.
Yeah,
they already know that it's not just a natural disaster; it's something else, and that's the unbelievable part, that the American military is in on it that quickly from the get-go.
Yeah, and here he's like, yeah, go home to your family, keep them safe. Yeah, great, Dad. You only learned this on your deathbed, but hey, I'll take it, I guess. And now we lose Bryan Cranston, who was one of the better parts of this movie.
Zeus says hi.
What's up? Oh,
my second cat.
Yeah, I see him.
Say hello. Hi, Zeus. Yeah, you're such a good kitty cat.
Yep.
Are you gonna come sit on the other cat on my lap? Because that's what you do.
USS Saratoga. Obviously, there is no carrier of the USS Saratoga at this time. That's a MUTO is what they named it. The Massive Unidentified Terrestrial Organism.
So now it's a MUFO, Massive Unidentified Flying Organism?
They call it terrestrial, but yeah.
Yeah, and then they made the joke of it's no longer terrestrial because it's in the air.
Yeah. I think they went MUTO because MUFO sounds a little bit...
Oh, no, it sounds dumb.
Yeah. So, I mean, so they do want to have that. Like, I mean, MUTO sounds a little bit less stupid, so... Sensei? Oh
yeah, because
I thought that was an ad, like an actual like a soldier going to the admiral. I didn't.
Oh no, it's
his assistant going to him. So I had a moment of like, wait, what? You don't call your captain or admiral sensei. So, like I said, that was just my misunderstanding. That was my fault, but still. Yep. Yeah, and here I think they'd just be like, all right, we're just going to send his ass home because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. He just got here yesterday. He doesn't know anything.
Maybe he knows what his father was working on.
I mean, yeah, they're obviously going to ask questions, but he's not like they're going to, but it's not like he's going to be able to provide answers.
Yeah, he's not the expert. His father was. He might.
They're gonna go up. They're gonna go up to him and ask, "Okay, do you know what your father was doing? Do you have any idea what was going on? Yes, no, no. Okay, we're sorry for your loss. Here's a plane ticket. Go home." Yeah, and here they're explaining all these nuclear bomb tests were not actually tests. They were trying to kill Godzilla. This is the problem that I have with the Godzilla vs. Kong movie, because in that movie, they explain that the Skull Island is just off. I mean, I don't remember the exact location they give, but it's just off of like the French Polynesian Islands, which is where they held a lot of these nuclear tests.
Yeah.
So apparently King Kong lived right exactly on Godzilla's doorstep, and Godzilla had no idea there was another Titan there. What? That's the only real thing where I'm going, where that doesn't make sense.
But getting to Skull Island is a nightmare, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
What's that?
Isn't getting to Skull Island like a nightmare? Isn't there like some perpetual storm that like prevents you? I can't remember.
I honestly didn't see Skull Island, so I don't know for certain, or Kong for that matter. But so I don't remember the exact details. But I still think a Titan or like a creature the size of Godzilla would be able to go, I can get past the storm. It's not that big a deal for me. But granted, like I said, I don't remember the exact details. Yeah, and here they're letting this guy in on all the information.
You know, for a movie that's taking place in Japan, and for a lot of people who have spent a lot of time in Japan, they're really butchering all these Japanese names.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
They're not even trying to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah. But again, like I said, I'm just finding it a little bit weird that this EOD is being let in on all these information. It's like, here's our company. Here's all the secrets of the world. You're just the EOD whose dad happened to figure it out. But yeah, we're going to tell you everything. Also, we have the Ark of the Covenant in the box over there. Do you want to go look? Seriously, with the way they're giving him everything, I almost expect Indiana Jones to just come in with a crystal skull.
Yeah. Like, how, if he was the leading expert on this and like from the power plant, and he obviously got into trouble with the government plenty of times for breaching this radiation zone. How have they not like contacted Brody and gotten him on their team earlier?
No doubt.
He was the expert.
No doubt. Yeah.
He did not keep quiet about it. Like, how dumb are they?
The source is radiation. So it would be after the carrier you're currently standing on, which is powered by a nuclear power plant, by the way. That's something that always gets me. It's like, okay, it feeds off radiation, so it's out looking for food. Why isn't it not going after the carrier, which isn't powered by a nuclear power plant? All right.
Maybe because it's too small.
I don't know. That's possibility, but I don't know if I buy it.
That's an appetizer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it wants like legit nuclear power.
It wants like I said, I don't know if I buy that because it's because the radiation, because the power, like I don't remember how long, but the nuclear power plants behind this aircraft carriers power them for their entire life plus. So
yeah, but they're still small comparatively.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of where it would go.
Yeah, I'm also a little bit like, okay, they're just letting him go. Are they not having him sign any like shut the hell up agreements or something?
Honestly, I think we go to France. I'm serious. I think France has a lot of nuclear generators.
I know France. They did. I'm sure they still do.
France was, at least for a while, was mostly powered by nuclear power, so that would make sense. Granted, Japan is also mostly powered by nuclear power.
I think China's got some too.
So I guess we are the largest with 5 gigawatt. So we have 93 reactors in 30 states. So I guess it would come here.
Yeah. Granted, it depends on what's nearby and everything. Yeah. Here, how is it that you were not paying attention to your son when?
Do you know? Because the kid probably wandered away and didn't and like followed somebody else onto the train, thinking it was his parents until his parents knocked on the door when they closed.
Maybe. Yeah. So the whole Home Alone 2 incident, basically.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I was just at an event and some kid got lost in the bathroom because their mom went to use the bathroom and she followed the mom in without telling the dad.
Oh.
Can't find mom because she's in a stall somewhere. So there's a small child standing in the middle of the bathroom crying.
Okay, wait. Okay, it went after a missing Russian sub. I'm pretty sure it would also go after the carriers.
It would definitely also go after the carrier, especially with how close to Japan the carrier was.
Yeah.
That would have been the first thing it should have won after.
Although, the thing that's getting me is like, okay, they shipped into to Hawaii to send him home, which, I mean, mind you, that makes sense. But would it not have been closer to send him first to like Okinawa or, like somewhere else in that vicinity first instead of flying him all the way to Honolulu?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, granted, it depends on where that carrier was. But considering they flew to it via helicopter, I have to assume it was very close to the Japanese mainland. Oh, it's covered in slime because why not?
Hawaii is 7.5 hours from Japan, like from Tokyo.
Yeah, but that's on a plane.
I don't know where that carrier is, where Hawaii would have been closer than Japan.
Yeah. Like I said, apparently he made that trip via helicopter too, which they don't have they're nowhere near as fast as planes, and I don't think they have the range as planes either. Granted, I'm not certain about the latter one. Oh yeah, look, the Muto's eating a nuclear missile. Yeah. Granted, I'm pretty sure he would have already told the Admiral everything. And I don't think they'd be letting him get off the bridge.
Why? So they debriefed Brody's son, Sam, about what was going on and didn't have any of, like, the military personnel, like, head people in there.
The Admiral was not in on that meeting. I don't buy that at all.
You're going to tell like, he wanted Brody and Brody's kid on his personnel team.
Yeah.
Just to tell him what was going on and be like, oh, I don't need you after all since your dad died.
Yeah. Although I will say, this is a good scene here. The scene coming up where we see them running away from the water. Good scene. Yeah. Dog barking. I would think they'd have some flashlights or some lasers or something to be like, hey. Yeah, and the kid, everybody would be looking. It's like, why are they flying so low level so fast?
With everything that's going on, like, I feel like this movie is poorly paced. Mm-hmm. So they talk about he gets on the plane or on this train thing.
Yeah.
These trains aren't going to be going very far. But somehow, while he's on this 2-minute plane ride, they find out the sub's missing, they find out this thing's eating it, and the planes get deployed and arrive. And he hasn't gotten off the train yet.
Yeah. That must be
that is
my question is
correct order all of that should have happened in.
Now, the thing that's getting me is, okay, they take him from the carrier on a helicopter, so they would logically take him to the airport in Hawaii. So why is he getting on a train in Hawaii? Is he getting on a train in the airport to take him to the airport? Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like an interterminal thing, like how some airports you check in one area and then you have to get on a tram to get to whatever gate you're going to. That's what I
on the train for a very long time, though.
That's what I mean. Like they have all of these things taking place at the same time, when honestly finding the missing sub and sending the troops would have happened before he got on the train.
Yeah, and by the way, if you are ever on a beach or anything and you see the water receding like that, get as far inland as you possibly can. Because
that means there's a tsunami coming. Or you're screwed. It's a high ground. That's what that means.
Yeah. You got to but if you are ever on a beach and you see that, you got to get as far inland as you get as high up as you possibly can. I don't even know if a building would be good because the building might be just swept away by the water pressure, but yeah.
Or you might get trapped in the building and drown in it because you can't get back out to get above the water.
I mean, granted, ideally you'd want to get on the roof of the building, but yeah, thank God Godzilla is courteous enough to swim underneath the carrier instead of cutting it in half.
I think if he was swimming under the carrier, wouldn't that make him deep enough to not just see him through the water like that?
Well, I mean, they showed that his spines were out of the water, approaching the carrier. Then they went underneath, so he swam underneath the carrier. Then came back up. Yeah. And of course, they got to show the dog surviving.
It itself from the tree.
No, it broke it.
I see that, but in the previous... No, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like I said, this is a good scene here where you see all these people running from the wall of water. Good scene. Yeah, and if you're in a car, I don't know what your best choice, because I think you're just
doomed. Is not... All that glass is going to break.
Yeah, and that glass would not hold up. That glass would shatter.
The thing that doesn't make sense is why he would create a tsunami.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you would make ripples.
I'm not sure about that either.
But so is this? I take it this carrier was actually right off the coast of Hawaii then?
Yeah.
Apparently, the ship managed to get all the way to the coast of Hawaii, even though it was at the coast of Japan earlier. That ship apparently broke a bunch of speed records.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, secrets out. Granted, I don't think those flares. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to see Godzilla even without the flares. Yeah, I don't know what you're planning on your bullets doing to a creature that size. Honestly,
I don't think they knew what to expect, and so they decided to just try to shoot it. And that was them realizing our bullets aren't doing shit.
Yeah, we're lucky if we're tickling it. Yeah, a creature that size, you're going to be lucky if you can give a hangnail with a team of construction equipment after 2 hours.
Well, I guess they were hoping its skin was, could be penetrated. Because, if you can penetrate its skin, you can do harm to it.
Yeah. Okay, the train's going back again. Train's back online.
No,
of course, there's a giant creature right there too. Why not? Thank God the lights came back on just so we could all watch her imminent demise.
I'm not sure if the train would actually go. You just had an electrical shutdown. I'm pretty sure that train wouldn't just start up and keep moving forward. It would probably be stuck on the tracks for a while until they made sure everything was actually safe.
Yeah. And now, notice, this is now the second disaster he is taking part in where he will survive. even though his very car was the car that was destroyed. He was in a truck earlier that was wiped out by a falling crane, and now he's in a car that was being demolished by a giant creature.
Well, to be fair,
that's number 2. This guy's a massive amount of plot armor.
Yeah, he's the main character.
I wish I had this guy's
main character armor.
He does. Main character
like
armor.
I said, plot armor. I don't think the helicopter would be getting that close, and there's no way a crashing helicopter would cause this level of gasoline explosions. Because, the tankers that use steel gasoline are actually pretty durable. Also, I don't like...
Right?
And also, this is a
would have been demolished for me. But I don't think they would have exploded like that.
First of all,
this is a minor nitpick for me. I gotta go into, but I do not like Godzilla's feet. His feet are too round. I think they should be more splayed out. Because that's how Predator's feet actually are. They don't have these round hoof-like feet that dig in. They have splayed out toes and everything to give them better balance.
Yeah.
So that's like I said, that's a minor nitpick for me. So bear with. Yeah, Honolulu devastated. So your husband, let's take it apart here. Your husband was in Tokyo when there was a massive disaster. Now he's in Honolulu, and there's also a massive disaster happening there. Something's up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hate to be her in that situation. It's like, damn, disaster's just chasing him around.
Right? I'd be like, Sam, whatever you have in your pocket that this monster is chasing you for, can you please stop?
Get rid of it. Yeah.
You have a tracking device on you. You should probably find it and get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Yeah. No doubt.
He's gonna adopt that.
Yeah, here. Good luck explaining why you have a child that's not yours. In this
case,
I'm pretty sure it's, hey, I ran into this child. He's trying to find his parents. I'm sure there's a ton of people there.
He found his parents.
Oh my god, that kid was the worst actor in the world.
To be fair, child actor.
But like, he totally just looked like, all right, kid, now go walk over there.
So now he's gonna
East, that's San Francisco, where my wife and kid are.
Yeah,
I gotta go help them.
I think you'd be more like, just get me home, dude.
Yeah. They're heading east.
This bugs me, seeing shit. I mean, I understand what he's going. I understand what he's going for, but I do not like seeing ships cruising in formation with Godzilla.
US.
Number one. What's up?
Yes, you're right.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yes.
Nothing.
Geography.
Maths and geography are hard for me today.
Yeah, well, we already determined geography makes no sense in this movie. But I got, like I said, another nitpick. I do not like seeing Godzilla swimming. What's up?
Yeah. No, I was just saying the geography to them is a map, and nobody actually did any research on, hey, this is actually this far apart and would take this long to travel. Instead they just drew lines like you see in movies, and that's how fast it takes them to travel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had this exact argument.
It's the same time, no matter where you are in the world.
Yeah. No, but we had this literal discussion when we did the Rise of Skywalker movie of, okay, they're jumping through hyperspace, and after a second in hyperspace, they're now all the way across the galaxy, even though we determined earlier it actually takes time to get there.
Yeah, no, Star Wars and hyperspace travel is all whatever they need it for plot. But anyway, and that's what's happening in this movie. The distance it takes to travel places is however quickly they need it to be for plot.
Makes no sense at all. I don't believe those
In this
helicopters
case, they're
are
not
flying
actually
that
safe,
close
right?
to the flipping ground to escort the trucks.
Watanabe.
Yeah, he's not here.
Saruzawa.
I don't think he's here.
No, he's
Hold on.
not.
I didn't see where was. I didn't see where this mountain complex was.
Yeah.
I didn't see where this mountain complex was, and now it's bugging me.
Nevada.
It's
Nevada. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going to be Cheyenne Mountain then. Oh well. Some mount. I don't. It's probably just a made up facility then. Yeah. Something went wrong if you can open up. If you can open up the door to the outside. Again, apparently no one saw the giant crater in the mountain. And also,
why would you in this case, though?
And apparently no one notices the giant thing that happens to be walking directly towards Las Vegas.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in this case, they drove up to the mountain from the other side it was on. So no, you're not going to see the crater on the other side until you get to the other side.
They had helicopters.
Yeah, I don't know.
And apparently no one felt the rumbling of this creature approaching until it's already on top of them.
Yep. It's not a monster movie unless you have a Vegas scene, right?
Unless the monster's eating people. Why are they bringing us into this room? Because it already murdered half the people of Las Vegas, it seems.
Yep.
I don't think the helicopters would be flying that low to the ground. I'm pretty sure they'd be flying higher up. Yeah. And there, I do like that little bit of it clearly was not interested in destroying Las Vegas. It was just in the way and it just walked right through. Or apparently it was pissed off because it decided to take out,
Yeah, it took out the fake Eiffel
Yeah, it didn't just walk past it with your thing.
It
It decided to maliciously take that out. Something about that building really pissed it off. Yeah, how would you not know there was a female until now? I mean, granted,
because
the female was in America.
He just said the female has been laying dormant until a male came around. So the female is what they woke up 15 years ago, and then she went into hiding because they can't reproduce or do anything.
Yeah.
So she's been waiting for a mate, and now the mate's come out, so she's come out to play too.
Yeah. I was just thinking, wouldn't the United States be like, hey, by the way, we also have this giant thing hiding in this cave. Just to let you know.
I don't know how, but apparently the U.S. completely missed this thing coming into their land 15 years ago and hiding.
Apparently, yeah. I believe he's here to restrict.
Yeah, where was how did she get to that mountain without going through Vegas to get there and then come back? Where was the queen? Where was the female at the whole time?
Okay, so the female was found in the very beginning of the movie 10 years ago.
Yes, she crawled out of that hole.
No, she did not crawl out of a hole. That was the one in the Philippines. It was dormant, so the U.S. took her to Vegas. That's what they just said.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Because she was nuclear radiation, they put her in a nuclear radiation waste site.
Oh, I thought they were checking to see if they had come to eat the waste site there.
Well, that's why they called them, because they were like, well, where did you put it? Well, the U.S. took it.
Okay, that makes
more sense. They put it in a nuclear radiation waste site.
Now I'm with Jacob. Why didn't they come in from the other side of the mountain to see if it had escaped to begin with?
Because the nearest Air Force base is somewhere else. I don't know Vegas Air Force. I don't know where the nearest base is.
I don't know Vegas Airport either. I've never been to Vegas.
Honestly, C-17 comes from Arizona. Got Pachuca there.
Yeah.
But that would not be coming.
But if something bursts out of the side of a mountain, how does no one notice that?
It's Vegas or it's Nevada. Honestly, most of it's inhospitable desert land. You wouldn't. Depending on how far
Yeah,
away
but
that
that just
mountain
makes
is,
it more.
you
It's
would
like,
have
hey, there's this giant thing walking towards us that shouldn't be there.
Again, I mean, how do I put it?
Objects in mirror are farther away than they appear.
Dude, I mean, how much would
maybe,
you like?
maybe that is actually the best explanation we have.
Because, like, I do know
Yeah.
from when I have driven through the desert in Arizona with Angie, like, you see the mountains in the distance, and you keep driving, and you're no closer to the mountains, and you're just like, what the heck?
And that's the thing is, like, depending on how far that mountain was from Vegas,
Yeah.
which I can tell you that they store the nuclear waste pretty fucking far from any populated area.
Yeah, I think this movie is just, again, making things look closer than they actually are.
Yeah.
And then, like, for drama, and then not
For
realizing
sure.
that, hey, being this close doesn't actually make sense because...
Yeah, I'm still just kind of going. It's like, well, this new mountain that's walking. By the way, I'm pretty sure someone would notice. But here's another problem with main character guy. He's trying to get home. Oh no, there's a disaster. I need to re-sign up and get back into the service to stop it. I think just go home to your wife, dude. Get home to your wife. Protect your family.
What are they going to do? Are they deputizing him?
He's deputizing himself, basically. Yeah, America. Yeah.
I remember why I don't like this.
This kid, just everywhere he goes, no matter what, there is a disaster on the TV. Why? Okay, maybe maybe they couldn't get a babysitter for him. Okay, but I would think that she'd be like, "Can someone watch my kid for the day while I deal with this?" Yeah, and here you get to explain to your wife, by the way, I'm re-enlisting because I'm an idiot instead of going home. Yeah, she's gonna worry. You were already in two cities that had disasters in them. She's gonna worry, dude. Yeah, how about you do that now instead of going after monsters?
Well, because he's hoping that he can take care of the monster and it won't even be an issue.
Maybe. Yeah, there. It's like, I just wanted to say I love you. Wouldn't that be your opening line of... And they just have... Yeah. Was he speaking in just some random... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he was at some random payphone because
Yeah.
those things still exist.
Yep. Back in military.
So did he know the number of the hospital he called? Or did he do like the old-fashioned, hey, operator, can you connect me through?
I couldn't tell you,
Like,
honestly.
how did he call her hospital? How does he have her hospital number memorized, but not her direct cell phone number memorized?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and apparently there's a plane crash because the Mutos can cause EMPs. Although from the image they showed, I don't think the EMP would stretch all the way up to 50,000 feet where the airlines are. But hey, we'll just go with it. Maybe the plane had just taken off, actually. I'll give them that. How do you not know the exact rotation of the Mutos? You had forces fighting the female literally after it's walked through Vegas. So I'm pretty sure you know where that one is. The male, I would also assume I would at least hope you would have jets flying in pursuit of it. Yeah, and here it's like, okay, we tried nuking them before. Yeah, the hydrogen bomb that we now have are so much more powerful than the nuclear bombs that were used back in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what that guy just said.
Granted, I don't know if they'd be enough to kill the Godzilla, but hey, why not? All right. Now, again, pointing out, main character is on a train. This is going to be number 3 disasters he survived.
Hold on, Jacob. He's on a train?
Yeah, he's on a train. Obviously, a disaster's coming. Every time he gets on a train, there's a disaster. That's not a spoiler. Literally every time he stepped on a train, there's been a disaster, and look, it's happening again. Him and trains do not get along.
That train stopped really fast, considering all the weight it's carrying.
Yeah.
Don't you know it's those new magnetic brakes?
That train would have derailed with how quickly it just stopped there.
Yeah, definitely. Apparently there are multiple bombs there.
The bridge is so clear, you can't see it anymore because it's disappeared.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're not getting an answer, it's not secure.
Right? Like, I'm pretty sure that is...
Yeah. You have your answer. It's not the answer you want, but you have your answer.
Why do they need lights? There is light coming from the other end.
Yeah.
Is it like every other mountain?
Apparently the light got shut off.
The other half of the mountain doesn't exist anymore. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, in this case, no, just the bridge is out.
Yeah. Keep your eyes down and watch out. You have flashlights, so keep your eyes down and make sure you don't fall off because it's a bridge. Why are you climbing down?
Because they're checking to make sure. I don't know. That's what they decided to do. One person would stay up and one would go down. Oh my God, dude.
He dropped his flashlight.
Can't take you anywhere.
No doubt.
Oh, these two are going to die.
Oh,
I'd be running perpendicular at this point.
Yeah, run away. Because where'd that tank come from?
Right.
And how did you not see a flaming ball coming near you? How did no one notice this? There's a wildfire.
Because that was the first of it.
Door, no one noticed.
Because it's foggy and the smoke blended in with the fog. That's why they're slowly checking the bridge because they can't actually see.
There was a glow then. I don't know how foggy it would be, but I'm pretty sure
not anymore.
Glow up all the light, even if it were that foggy. Oh, they got a train moving again. And this monster was apparently just sitting there around, just toying with them or pranking them, I guess, because it was not moving. It was literally just sitting there for a while.
What does this guy think to accomplish with his tiny gun and his flashlight? And
notice, main character guy is standing on a bridge directly above the giant creature. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think you would. Yeah, right now it's a giant creature. Your best bet is to go unnoticed. So yeah, turn the radio off and shut up. Hope it doesn't step on you. But apparently it's looking directly at them, so I don't know.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
Yeah, I would shoot the underbelly that's clearly visible and full of eggs.
Yeah. That's clearly a weak spot.
Oh my God, that was your perfect and only opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Flaming train coming down the tracks. Yeah, run. No, really? I think I'm just going to stand here. Yeah.
Wise choice.
Oh, Lord.
Pencil. Mostly because the train's falling on top of
he's
him.
dead anyway.
Yeah, no, he survived. I do want to point this out. I jumped into water from 30 feet high. That hurt a lot.
No, it does. It hurts.
He fell into water from probably a couple 100 feet high. I don't think he's alive.
Oh, look, you brought it a snack.
Yeah, you're just feeding the monster now. Hey, you want to go give it why don't you just give it the carrier you're riding on too? Why not? You're giving it everything else at once.
It eats atomic bombs. Let's send atomic bombs to go blow it up. That's a great idea.
Yeah, apparently they have a submarine though that's capable of following, even though submarines generally are not a part of the fleet like that.
Well, this is a special case.
Fair enough.
You've got Gojira.
You got your. Oh, look at the coyote.
Yeah. I think the coyote would be feasting right now, actually.
Yeah. Okay, now we have main character guy who has now survived 3 separate disasters, and he's the only survivor for this one.
Hey, bro,
Let's keep that in mind for the next couple disasters he survives.
Hey, bro, I've played Halo. I know how this shit goes.
He's got plot armor the size of a freaking tank, all right?
He has, no scratches on his head, no broken arms.
Yeah, and he could walk even though he fell presumably 100 feet into the water, which I'm pretty sure is breaking bones. Like I said, I jumped into water from 30 feet, and now
one of the nuclear bombs survived, too.
He's stumbling around like a drunk brat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would have been the first informed of, by the way, we're evacuating, we're taking the kids.
Not if she's been out of, helping everybody else and they haven't been able to get to talk to her.
Even
he
then.
Looks like she's been busy all morning.
She's been busy
I almost feel like it would have been an over the intercom type thing.
Yeah, we just fly nuclear weapons across San Francisco here. We're pretty.
Yeah, we're just gonna drag instead of putting it on a cargo plane, we're just gonna hang it off the back of a helicopter. Granted, I am going to say it is actually it's a misnomer. It's a Hollywood cliche of nuclear bombs apparently being hard to deactivate. From what I understand, not actually. It sounds like there's 20 buttons on a nuclear bomb, all but one of them disarm it.
Well, it's a good thing he knows how to disarm munitions.
Even though I don't think EOD guys are specifically trained to deal with nuclear weapons, but hey, why not?
That's nice.
We'll just take it. We'll take it out we get. Get on the bus with him, damn it.
But she's the nurse. She has to stay and take care of her patients.
There are other nurses.
No, she's got to stay and take care of the patients.
It looks like they're getting rid of all the patients that you have to deal with.
Just the critical and children. There's plenty of other patients for her to deal with still. New ones are coming in all the time. There's shit going down that's constantly hurting people some more.
Oakland, California. Tactical Operations Command. I don't know if that's actually a place or not. I feel like it would have a more in-depth name.
Wait, how did he end up getting from Hawaii to the train?
I don't know. How did he get from Hawaii to the U.S. to the mainland? It doesn't make sense. How? We
just missed it. I think
they did not have
something else, and we missed it.
Oh no, I know how you did it. I remember.
How did he do it?
So when he was in Hawaii, he met up with that dude that he asked, what's going on, where you headed?
Yeah.
And they're like, we're headed east. So he hitched a ride with
Oh,
them.
that's right, too.
Again, I don't think those jets would be flying so close to the ground.
But I thought the guy saying he was heading east was the one that was following Godzilla.
Yeah, so he ended up with them, though, because he was, he's
But Godzilla hasn't made it to land yet.
No, because they were going before that. Or
No,
whatever.
but
he made it, because he was going with a nuclear weapon. So when he touches down, he meets up with another dude where he re-enlists or whatever.
yeah.
And then he follows the nuke because he's trying to get home-ish.
But he bypassed his home to follow the nuke, I feel like.
Probably.
Yeah, and now we get to see the Golden Gate Bridge come up. What are you doing? Rotate the turret. Why are you rolling over the guardrails?
He bypassed San Francisco to get to wherever the hell he was.
And also, Navy ships would not be sailing that close to formation. It would be very easy for them to crash into each other that closely. Okay. So they'd be spread out.
Sometimes you gotta do loops.
But again, you would rotate the turret of the tank. You wouldn't roll over the barricades.
I don't know. I played Halo. I'd roll over the barricades too.
I'm surprised they let civilians on the bridge if they have it blocked off to shoot at Godzilla.
Yeah, they have tanks. They have tanks on the bridge, and apparently a bunch of civilians. And getting the civilians off the bridge is not a priority at all.
No, but stopping them on the bridge is fine.
Yeah, clearly that was the best option. Yeah, thankfully, yeah, I'm pretty sure there would have been a massive wave that probably would have capsized the boat if it just stopped like that. And like I said, apparently Godzilla he cares about humanity because he's not just sailing right on. Oh, look, there he is. He's lifting up the boats. Those are probably early Berg class destroyers, I guess. And he somehow did not destroy any of them. And they're randomly firing now because why the flip not?
Because they're dumb.
And this guy is just... How do you miss that bad that you hit one of the... Number one, isn't Golden Gate Bridge a suspension bridge? Wouldn't taking out one of the cables cause the bridge to collapse, I would think?
No, you'd have to take out more than one.
I feel like even then, I feel like it would start sagging to one side then. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be
now it's gone.
Yeah, Again, why are we standing on the bridge with a giant monster here? Shouldn't we be like, get off bridge? Don't roll that far back.
I still don't know why the military even had this bridge open to civilians, considering they were expecting Godzilla to come that way.
It doesn't make any sense. You're right. They would have absolutely had that bridge. No one on that bridge at all. And apparently Godzilla's trying to act like a shield to protect the people on the bridge until he's...
No, he's not trying to act like a shield. He's just getting his ass lit up so he went to the bridge on that one.
Because why did
he was being super considerate. Everybody else jumped the gun and started shooting at him.
Yeah. Because it almost looked like he came up to try and protect the bridge from the missiles. It's kind of what it looked like until the missiles knocked him through the bridge. Yeah.
That's not how that would work.
Bless you, puppies.
Yeah, EMP. Yeah. But I do want to point out, they did mention earlier in the movie that bomb is, it's impossible to disarm. Once it's on a clockwork system, once it's triggered,
it's analog,
just keep that in mind. Yeah, and a jet just randomly hit a tower because why not? I didn't see what kind of jet.
Right.
Oh, apparently F-35s, even though this was in 2013 and the F-35 was not in service at that point. At least
Yeah, they were cheaper to get for Hawaii or for Hollywood to use.
Why, apparently. Muto. Apparently he's just dive bombing directly on top of Godzilla because why not? I think even though it's already determined that it's after the bomb. That makes sense. Although why they got so many nuclear bombs, I've lost track of which one this is.
This is one they salvaged from the wrecking yard.
Okay. Also, I will mention the wings seem a little too small for that thing to be able to get flight. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I am not a scientist. I don't know. But I feel like its wings are
the people who did this movie clearly aren't scientists either.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and here the lovebirds meet. Yep.
Wow, they're surprisingly lovey-dovey.
Yeah, like I said, lovebirds.
She's so much bigger than he is.
Yeah. I mean, granted, that is very common. Like sharks, female sharks are much bigger than male sharks. Spiders, female spiders are much bigger than male spiders. So
mosquitoes, hyenas.
Yeah.
Any animal where the father eats the young, typically.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
It's true.
He's not wrong. Really, it's really only really. It's just once you get to reptiles and mammals, that's where the females generally stop being bigger than the males, and the males generally get bigger. Obviously, that's not a surefire rule. Yeah, here it's an analog timer. It will not stop remotely. I think it would. I don't think it'd be a halo insertion, which is high altitude, low open. I think it would probably be high altitude, high open. Yeah, it's like, thank you, Captain Obvious. I would have thought we could do this. They already said it. You can't disarm it. Yeah, except for the main character guy, who's apparently, yeah.
I mean, they know what kind of missile it is. Somebody had already picked them out and planned on using them. What? Who called this meeting without grabbing the specs to the missile? Because again, the missile was no.
Yeah, but he literally retrofitted it himself.
So I know he did.
Brody knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact the other guy had
that main character guy was clearly the only guy who can do this.
What kind of missile it is? Somebody that's.
And here. I want to point this out. He's just said there is no extraction plan. If this goes wrong, you will die. Yes. Keep that in mind. Because the main character guy has gone through 3 disasters, one of which being the only survivor and is still walking without any scratches at all.
Well, he had a nick on his face.
And now he's volunteering for a 4th, where there is a high probability of death because, like he just said, there's no extraction plan. If this doesn't work, you will die. Even if it does work, there's a high probability of you dying because it's a nuclear bomb. So keep that in mind as we go into this next bit. Also, we want to point.
I like these people. Evacuation orders have been issued, and these people are still many floors up at work.
Would a building like that be able to hold a creature that size up?
We are fucked.
Godzilla's been in 5 minutes of this movie, and now we actually get to see it. Yeah. You're just like your husband. You have a nasty habit of being with giant monster beat down central. Yeah, and of course the door closes right when they're beginning to fight. Yeah, great. Don't actually show us them fighting.
Yeah, it's a monster movie without any of the seeing the monsters fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, instead all we're getting is wooden plank character guy, whatever the flip his name is.
I'm not here to watch. Oh wait, what?
What happened?
My computer became unplugged at some point.
Oh,
I'm good now.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's like we're watching a giant monster movie, but we're not getting any giant monsters.
The human come over, like, do his thing.
Yeah.
He's not even doing anything. I'm here to watch monsters fight.
And we're not getting any monsters fighting.
They don't really show any major fighting.
No, that's why this movie's dumb.
Yeah. That's why
here's the thing. I could forgive this movie if the characters we were following were at least engaging and not suicidal in any way. But the problem is they're not engaging in any way, and this main character has who has this death wish.
Well, they decided to take out the monster action and just put in other random action for this guy to, like, survive.
Yeah.
And I'm not watching for that.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? It's very much like Cloverfield.
Yeah, actually you're right. It is very Cloverfield.
Following 5 people survived the Cloverfield.
But
so I was expecting that one to be 5 people with their drama and a monster in the background.
Yeah, but it's very reminiscent of it.
And maybe that's what they're trying to do, except for the fact there's not a group of people you're following. You're following individual characters not interacting with each other.
Yeah.
And that's why this movie sucks.
It's true.
Like, if it was him and 3 other guys going through all this and randomly surviving, and, like, they slowly die off throughout the movie, that would be a different story.
What the storm is. Does she just...
Apparently we need to do Cloverfield, too.
Yeah, I guess it's just a giant dust cloud of them digging to create the nest.
Yeah.
What do they have? Red smoke. That's going to be interesting.
Right?
Although I do like this shot of these people are parachuting in, and they're literally falling past. They haven't opened their parachutes. They're falling past Godzilla as it fights. I do kind of like that. Granted, they did say it was a high altitude, low open jump. So yes,
yeah, but it's so. I will give them this. It is one of the best scenes in this entire movie.
The soundtrack kind of ruins it, but.
No,
you know what? It's very Halo-ish, man.
I was gonna say the
I don't know.
soundtrack
I didn't like that music.
Assisting the eeriness of, the suspense of falling into that and being like, "Oh dear God, please don't eat me as I fall past you."
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, granted, I will say it's very hard. I think it'd be very difficult to get a soundtrack I would like for that. I almost kind of feel like I would have preferred silence, just silence, and have you just hear him breathing. And just otherwise pure silence. I like I said, I don't know, but that's me.
I mean, like some of the stuff that happens in like Halo, and that's a very video game.
Yeah,
like, get a very similar soundtrack when you're falling out of a sky or whatever.
Well, I mean, mind you, this was made by Gareth Edwards, who is noted. He loves video games, so
characters consistently throughout the movie. This movie is literally missing character interaction.
Yeah, this is like I'm following a dude that's, again, anti-empathetic. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy. Sure, he keeps kind of trying to call his wife, but, like, there's really no interaction between these groups of people we're following.
Yeah. We're just watching a bunch of people not dying as the monsters are attacking, or a bunch of characters who are actually dying in the background.
Yeah, Battle Los Angeles did a similar thing, only they actually had that interaction in the character development.
Yeah, they had character interaction in that movie, though.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, and she's laying eggs. She's laying eggs right near Godzilla. I would think it would be like, maybe we should not, I don't know. Maybe don't lay eggs next to the monster that wants to kill you. Yeah.
Well, she had already started building the nest before Godzilla got there, so I don't know how nature works, but I feel like maybe it was too late to pick a new spot.
Maybe, yeah. So now the female. Where's the male at this point, mind you? Because we saw the male fight earlier. Where's the male now?
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of assuming Godzilla, like, literally ripped him in half.
No, the male is still alive. It's just...
Yeah, the male's still alive. That's kind of the problem I have later. Giant monster beat down. Number, I don't know anymore.
2?
Yeah.
Man, we got to shoot all these eggs, though.
Yep. Gotta blow up the eggs.
Let it go off.
Shit, they're feeding. Oh, that's right. She's feeding the eggs on the missile.
Gotta feed the radiation. How do you feed radiation to something? I don't know.
You basically cocoon it around, I guess, the egg sac.
Apparently, I guess that's an egg sac. It's a weird egg sac, but hey.
How did she lay eggs from above into that?
I couldn't tell you.
Wouldn't it have had the opposite formation of coming up from the ground? How is it coming down off the ceiling?
Okay, they have 27 minutes.
Laid it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, just watching them fight, even though we haven't actually seen them fight. Yeah.
Creature trumpeting.
Yeah. Again, where is the male? We just see Godzilla pushing the. We don't even see the fight. They're just kind of pushing each other.
I also like how their plan was to get them all
There's
together.
Male.
Oh, there's.
What was he doing for the past God knows how long?
Recovering. He had his ass whooped.
He probably got knocked out.
Yeah, now they're actually working together. Now they have a chance. Stop roaring and fight, you idiot. Stop being menacing and just fight. That's another thing that always gets me. It's like whatever you like. I've covered this in Jurassic Park. I'm a raptor. I want to eat you. I'm gonna, of course, roar at you first, but yeah, instead of just eating you. Yeah, we don't have time to disarm it. Let's get on the boat. Why not just disarm it first, and then get it on the boat?
Didn't he say he could disarm it in 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally, he's like, oh, I designed the retrofit. I can do it in 60 seconds.
Yeah, that was literally that's the entire reason he's here. Okay, it's like, oh no, we need to stop the eggs from hatching. So I personally, not the team, me, need to do this.
Well, I mean, part of being in the military is you take responsibility, right?
I think you would call the rest of the team and be like, hey, by the way, let's do this first.
Hey, team, you destroy the eggs and I'll disarm the bomb because that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's his entire job is that bomb. So why is he wasting time to go kill the eggs and not at least not getting help?
Well, he's smart as shit, actually. That's pretty intelligent.
To get the gas flowing?
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, I will say getting the gas flowing. Apparently there's a gas station right underneath. And there's an active open flame right there. Yeah, this would... Hopefully he's far enough away that he survives the coming fireball. No.
Yeah, he will.
No, I'm sorry. If you're that close, you would not survive.
My babies!
Yeah.
I like how the babies were buried in the middle of
Why
Chinatown.
not?
This movie's not taking place in Tokyo, but we're gonna pay homage to it by having it blow up in Chinatown.
Oh, I think this is the part that really gets me. Oh no, not yet. It's the female. Oh no, my eggs are all dead.
My babies!
Yep. Yeah, just lay still. Lay still. Just don't be noticed. Just lay still. You're so small, there's no way it will possibly see you.
How did he crunch
no,
that
the creature somehow notices him. Apparently,
no sound he made was loud enough to get that thing's attention.
So I don't know how the hell it managed to see him, but apparently it did.
Oh man, Godzilla's in lightning mode.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan!
Fireball.
Where did that come from?
Kame!
Kamehameha. Gallic gun type thing. Apparently there's concussive force behind the fireball too, because why not? Incoming! Ouch! Yeah, you keep forgetting about the male, you idiot. Godzilla's got a one-track mind.
Well,
he's not a great multitasker. He's
a
lizard.
They managed to get from Chinatown to a boat in record time. I don't think Chinatown's that close to the pier.
I feel like it would have taken them 27 minutes to walk as far as they did with that bomb. Like, there are buildings and shit in the way.
Yeah.
There's no straight shot. And they weren't right next to that boat.
Yeah. And now the mother apparently has a one-track mind of killing the people who killed its children, because why not?
Or maybe she still just senses the nuclear missile and is hungry so that she can make more eggs.
Maybe. I think your primary focus would be killing the predator that's trying to kill you right now, but hey, we'll allow it.
I thought he could disarm the bomb in 60 seconds. That was literally the words that came out of his mouth.
I think this is the part where I almost walked out of the theater. Yes, this is it. So, this part here, we see the creature coming in, flying, gets whacked into the thing, and instantly dies. My immediate reaction was when Godzilla hit with its tail into the building, I'm like, that was kind of cool. Can we actually see them fight now? What do you mean it's dead?
Why didn't he do that to begin with then?
Yeah, it's like, seriously.
He kind of worn the fuck out.
He bit the head, like he was biting that thing's neck.
Yeah. He bit its neck, he bit its head, he crushed it a few times.
Yeah, this
Woman breathes heavily. Whoa. Are we cutting back to his wife, or is there apparently?
Yeah, we had cut back to his wife.
It's all very cinematic. They didn't do not plot this movie.
Yeah. No one was paying attention to plot when they edited this.
Really
not. Not really plot with that.
And now Godzilla and our main character are going to look at each other for a little bit and be like, yeah, I got this.
It's been a long day, huh, buddy?
They almost kind of give the impression that Godzilla's dead here, but at least that's kind of what the impression I think they were going for, but it would be really stupid if it was, because we already knew at this point they were going to have sequels. Yeah. And here we see everybody else on the mission is now dead. So now he is, again, the only survivor of this mission. Oh, no, there's barely some people with rocket launchers, I guess. Okay.
Aim for its eyes.
Yeah. There's some people with rocket launchers who are gonna get killed too, because why not? We can only have one impervious character. Everybody else has gotta die. How are you not on the boat already?
Because he's
And
looking.
thank God he knew what boat to go to. Oh no, he can't get the thing opened. He can't disarm the nuclear bomb that will explode. So at least he does the smart thing of, okay, the bomb is obviously going to go off. I'm at least going to get the boat to go as far away from land as I possibly can. Because the nuclear bomb blowing up over by San Francisco, big deal. Nuclear bomb blowing up in the middle of the ocean, not so much.
Oh, but there's an EMP,
no,
so the boat's not going to go anywhere.
Off. Look who's here. And apparently it recognizes you, I guess, because it's looking directly at you.
I don't know how it would recognize them.
I don't either. Apparently it can.
What is that going to do?
Yeah, don't worry, you have backup. I will say this is also pretty cool, though. How Godzilla dispatches this fire breathing directly down his throat. Kind of cool.
Why didn't he do that to the male when he first started fighting the male?
Don't know. Why didn't he fire breathe at the male at all? Because I have a feeling he could have incinerated the male's wings and made it a lot easier to deal with.
Right?
Yeah. So, yay! Now the monsters are dead. You get to lay here. Apparently, they knocked out the EMP. I don't think that's how it works.
The thing's dead now, so it's not putting out the EMP anymore.
So, but yeah, so now you get to watch as your body gets incinerated by the nuclear bomb that's bound to go off. Because remember, there was no extraction plan. You are going to die. That bomb will explode, and there's no way. Yeah, and Godzilla's he's had a rough day. He's gonna lay down for a bit. Yeah. So yeah, you get to now just watch the bomb as it explodes, because like I said, it's going to explode. It has 5.
Oh, it went from 13 to 5 really quickly.
Yeah, was that 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't think you could get far enough away in 5 minutes, even on a plane. Unless you're on like a fighter jet. But no, even though there was no extraction plan, there was a helicopter that was apparently watching and was not affected by the EMP that's going to come and save main hero guy. I'm sorry, no.
With 5 minutes left until it explodes.
There's no way they would have enough time to go down, grab his ass, get him back up, then grab the swimmer who went to grab him, get the swimmer back up, and then bail out to safety in time. But no, we got to do this specifically so this guy with the worst case of plot armor I have ever seen can survive his 4th major disaster. Oh, he's still close enough to witness the nuclear explosion, though.
That's great. He has cancer now. He's going to die in 5 years.
Yeah, he's dead anyway. Like I said, I hate this guy has the worst case of plot armor ever. Yeah, I don't know what we would be doing here.
Wait, how are there buildings falling on top of him?
Yeah, thank God, no doubt.
Oh no, they're not. He's just
thousands still missing. No shit, there was only freaking giant monster beatdown in the middle of the city. We didn't get to see his emotional reaction when he got to reunite with his son. Notice that would have been nice, but no, we don't get to see that.
Again,
let's see.
Despite the fact that the kid was like, "Are you going to be here tomorrow, Daddy?" We didn't see him be upset when he was told Daddy had to go to Tokyo. We kind of saw him a little upset when Mom's like, "Oh, he'll be back soon. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Like, this kid is so used to this movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's no emotion tied between him and his parents.
Yeah, none.
Absolutely not. So let's see. They're at a stadium in San Francisco. Oh, so that'd be the 49er Stadium. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I would have guessed anyway. Is it dead? Oh no, he's looking at it mournfully until back up, run away. Why wasn't it? Wouldn't it have died just by not breathing for a couple hours? Apparently, because it was night when it fell over, and apparently it hasn't taken a breath until now.
Maybe it was just hibernating and just breathing really slow.
Maybe.
Where did she get the coat
we get
from?
to we get to have the emotional reaction of him reuniting with his wife because she decided to separate herself from her kid.
Well, she was trying to get the kid to safety. Again, she was worried about the patients.
Go with though is my point. But we do get to see her emotional reaction of meeting up with her husband at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot more tears. Yeah.
Are they all watching them make out?
No, they're all watching Godzilla Savior of our city.
And the same way that the Avengers saved Sokovia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it? I mean, like, it's not completely destroyed, but
only half the population's dead. Now, I'm pretty sure this would probably what we see here. I'm pretty sure this would probably cause a tidal wave.
Maybe.
That's a massive creature jumping into the water. I'm pretty sure there'd be a wave.
I mean, it would create some nice ripples. You might get like one or two,
Okay, him coming out of the ocean caused a tsunami, but him going back in.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Doesn't have.
I still don't understand how he created a tsunami, though.
No, it shouldn't have. That made zero sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that was Godzilla. I don't like that movie. I really do not like that movie at all.
Thank you, Jacob, for making us watch that awful movie.
Right. I will say that
watch whatever movie you want to next.
At least is pretty cool.
We can watch whatever movie you want to next. So,
well, now we have to watch Kong next. I feel like we just gotta.
What's up?
Wait, Kong?
Isn't it
that
Kingdom
way
of Monsters
Godzilla versus Kong makes more sense.
Okay, because Skull Island is also trash.
Good. I guess we just have to sit through that.
But isn't the Kingdom of Monsters next and then Kong?
No, Kong, because it's
Kong,
based.
I thought came first.
Kong came out before Godzilla.
No, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about Godzilla versus Kong. My bad. So, okay. But yeah, so maybe
Skull Island next time.
Yeah.
Skull Island takes place.
Is Skull Island streaming on anything?
It's not Warner Brothers?
Should be.
I don't know. Is that even streaming on anything, though? I don't even know.
Let me see the controller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can do that. Skull Island, where to watch?
Apparently not here.
Just kidding. It's not anything.
Yeah, it's not on anything, so you got to skip out on that one. So,
yay!
Oh, Skull Island was actually. Oh no, that's a TV series. That's not what I want to watch.
Yeah, you want?
Okay. Well, okay. Is it Kong Skull Island, Kong, or just Skull Island? I don't even remember.
It's Kong Skull Island. Oh, AMC On Demand and Apple TV. Like it's not on anything we have right now. So
Okay.
So yeah, Godzilla versus Kong next.
yep, we could just.
But isn't Kingdom of Monsters before Godzilla vs Kong though?
Oh, I don't know that one. Is that part of this one?
I think so.
Kingdom of Monsters. Is that what you said?
I think that's what it's called. King of Monsters.
I think you
a 2019
right.
film.
Godzilla King of Monsters is next.
Yeah, and then Kong is after that. So we
So
don't
you're
have to
looking
watch.
at
I will say King of Monsters. I actually enjoyed that one. That one is a lot better because that one has characters that you actually care about, and Godzilla is actually in the movie. I would argue a little bit too much in the movie, honestly, but still. So, yeah, we can watch whatever we can watch that next, or we can watch another movie if you want. I really do not care.
I'm game for King of Monsters.
We can watch King of Monsters.
All right. So, well, anyway, thank you everybody for joining us on this week's Snarkfest. Again, we apologize for summer being so long and being so busy. Thank you all. Have a good night. So, yeah.